On a bright and sunny morning in a small town, two best friends, Jake and Ryan, sat on a park bench. Well, sort of. Jake sat glued to his phone, scrolling endlessly through videos, while Ryan sat beside him, watching the birds and feeling the fresh air on his face. Dude, check this out, Jake said, laughing as he showed Ryan a funny video. Ryan glanced at the screen for a second and smiled. Yeah, that's funny. But have you ever noticed how weird squirrels look when they chew? He pointed at a little squirrel nibbling on an acorn nearby. Jake barely looked up. Huh? Oh, yeah. Wait, look at this. This guy did a crazy challenge. Ryan sighed. Jake, do you ever stop looking at your phone? Jake finally looked up, puzzled. Why would I? There's so much cool stuff on here. Ryan smiled. Yeah, but there's cool stuff out here too. He jumped up and pulled Jake's arm. Come on, let's have a race to the big tree. Jake groaned. Running? No thanks. Fine, Ryan said with a grin. Then let's make a deal. One afternoon without your phone. If you have fun, I win. If you don't, I'll spend a whole hour scrolling through whatever you want me to. Jake smirked. Challenge accepted. He stuffed his phone into his pocket. The next few hours were filled with adventure, climbing trees, skipping stones, making up silly stories about the people passing by, and even playing soccer with a group of kids they had just met. Jake laughed so much his stomach hurt. As the sun began to set, Jake flopped onto the grass, panting. Okay, I admit it, that was actually awesome. Ryan chuckled. Told you, the real world is way cooler when you pay attention. Jake pulled out his phone and stared at the screen for a moment. Then, with a grin, he slipped it back into his pocket. You know what? I think I'll check it later. Got any other adventures planned? Ryan grinned. Always. And from that day on, while Jake still loved his phone, he learned that sometimes the best moments happen away from the screen. Ryan and Jake were best friends, but they were completely different. Ryan loved spending time outside, playing soccer, and reading books. Jake, on the other hand, was always glued to his phone, scrolling through social media all day. One day, Ryan invited Jake to the park. Come on, let's play soccer, Ryan said excitedly, but Jake replied, I have to check my followers first. Days passed, and Jake became more and more obsessed with social media. He stayed up late, barely slept, and even skipped meals. His grades started dropping, and he felt tired all the time. One afternoon, Ryan found Jake sitting alone, looking sad. What's wrong? Ryan asked. Jake sighed. I feel like I have no real friends. Everyone online seems happy, but I don't feel that way. Ryan smiled. That's because social media isn't real life. Come outside, play, and talk to real people. That's what makes you truly happy. Jake thought about it and decided to take a break from social media. He joined Ryan at the park, played soccer, and felt happier than he had in a long time. From that day on, Jake learned to balance his time. Social media was fun, but real life was even better.